So guys, let me give you my review of Metroid Prime 4. So this game was announced all the way in 2017. It finally came out. And the last Metroid Prime game came out in 2007. That's the last time I played a Metroid Prime game. Metroid Prime 3 Corruptions on the Wii. Gosh, it's been 18 years. 18 years since the proper Metroid Prime game. What took these guys so long to give us a Metroid Prime game? No, I don't count Federation Forces to be a Metroid Prime game. But that's besides the point. So what do I think of this game? So let me go with what I liked first. I like the gameplay. The gameplay is true to the first 3 games. They haven't changed much, which is a good thing. Samus and the gameplay and how you shoot and the mechanics, they all feel very similar to Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. And it's all great. It feels great. The shooting feels great. The gameplay, how you move around the environments, the double jump, turning into a morph ball, using your upgrades to navigate through various different environments and puzzles. That's all great. And you get 4 different weapons. You get the psychic beam, electric beam, fire beam, ice beam. Yes, they sound very generic. Man, they've been done before in games. The psychic beam is unique, how you can control it, but seldom used in this game. But once again, guys, that's the problem with this game. I'm gonna go into this game. The game feels very generic. It feels like the new Super Mario Bros. Of the Metroid Prime series. If I have to give you an analogy, that's how this game feels like. So I like the gameplay, but let's get to the story. The story feels very. It feels like, what's going on in this story? You start out on the planet. You're defending some relic from Silas. Why does Silas want this relic? Why does the Galactic Federation have this relic? What's the importance of this relic? We don't know, nor does the game care to explain. You're suddenly transported to a planet called Vuros. You're dealing with a race called the Lamorn. Why are the Lamorn important? Where do they come from? Where do they get their abilities from? Why is Samus the chosen one? We don't know. Why? Why are they suddenly so important? How come nobody knew about these people for the longest time ever? We know why the Chozo were important, but these people, we don't know nothing about them. Nor does the story explain anything about why these people are important, and what is Silas's motivation against Samus. We don't know, and you won't know until you 100% the game and see the secret ending, which is kind of lame. So in the first 3 games, Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, there was a lot of motivation. It kept you pushing. In this game, I had to push myself. The game wasn't pushing me. I had to push myself. Like, for example, Metroid Prime 1. Oh, what's the phase on? What are the space pirates doing? Who's Metroid Prime? What happened to the Chozo? The Chozo Rules? What happened to this race? I want to see. There's no hook in the story in this game. That's the problem. You have to, push yourself through it. And when that happens, it's extremely painful. They could have done a much better job with the story, which brings us to the environments. They feel just as generic as the story. You got your grassy jungle area, you got your fire area, you got your icy area, you got your mines, and you got some electric area. They're very generic. They're very by the books. It's very dialed in. I mean, gosh, after 18 years, guys, you could have done something very unique. You could have taken the best out of the last 3 games and put them into this game as a big comeback for Metroid Prime, but you just couldn't do that. These environments, once again, they're very, very, you've seen it before a million times. They're not interesting to explore. You don't want to explore them. They're not like the Chozo Ruins or Torvus Bog or Brio from the first 3 games. I really don't care. Maybe I'm just too old. I'm 33 now. I was like 16 years old when I played Metroid Prime 3. So maybe I've just grown out of it. I don't know. The environments felt very generic. I couldn't care to explore them other than the required sections for the story. And especially Soul Valley. Soul Valley is very, very barren. There's nothing to do. There's a few areas where you can do puzzles to grab upgrades, but that's pretty much it. Otherwise, you ride your bike and that's it. And the Viola mechanic doesn't really add much to this game. You can only use it in the open world. So what's the point? So that's the environment, that's the gameplay, that's the story. And now let's talk about the graphics. The graphics, in my opinion, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. This game looks like an enhanced GameCube game. It does not look like a Switch 2 game. I played this on the Switch 2. I was expecting better, but no. This feels like a GameCube game, guys. Really, it does. It's like if they took the Metroid Prime engine and they just enhanced it for the Switch 2. It doesn't feel like a new current generation game. Come on, guys. It's been 4 generations, the Wii, the Wii U, the Switch. Now we're on the Switch 2. It just doesn't. It's not a Switch 2 game in terms of graphical fidelity. Does that mean the graphics bad? No, they're not bad. It still looks pretty. Has great art direction. That's for sure. But they could have really pushed the Switch 2 to its limits with this game, but they couldn't. I guess they had to be mindful of the aging Switch 1 hardware. But still, once again, guys, I expected better after 18 years of absence. I expected a lot more graphical fidelity in a game such as Metroid Prime. Prime, which is known for its graphics. But anyways, if I had to say something about this game, like I said, it feels like New Super Mario Bros. It's very, like New Super Mario Bros. Felt very generic and vanilla. This is how this game feels, like a Metroid Prime game. Now, this is the beginning of a new trilogy, is what I've read. Hopefully, Metroid Prime 5 and 6 are much better, and they don't take as long to come out. What do I rate this game? I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It could have been much better, guys. It is a serviceable game, for sure. But it could have been way better. Way better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.